Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, Roar Eagle.
Everybody, welcome into the Auburn Blitz here, live on location at MAV Seafood Market. You can see the sign, obviously, right behind us. Brett and Faith here with you for an hour. We appreciate all of you that tune us in on Charter Cable throughout the state and obviously on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And guess what? 18,000 we went over this morning, 18,000 subscribers. We appreciate all of you so very much. Make sure you go out there. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps us out so much. Every single thing Auburn Blitz brought to you by the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm, Faith. And we were over there this week, had a great time.
Had a great time with her and her team. And they just worked so hard to make sure that you and your family or whoever was involved in the accident or whatever it might have been, that you guys are protected. And I think that's so important because she is so busy, but she takes time for each individual person.
She does. And again, we'll talk more about her. Also, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, no job too big or too small. Residential or commercial, they handle that. And
Sensa Green, for air that's cool and clean, call on Sensa Green. They've got some crazy deals this summer. HVAC repairs, HVAC, systems, everything that you're not going to be able to find anywhere.
$1,776 in honor of the 250th birthday of the United States. And if you watch the podcast in the mornings, you see the little roll spot that we run. But hey, when you can get almost $2,000 off of a new unit installed, oh my God.
Where are you finding that anywhere else?
You're not finding it anywhere else. That's why we have the best partners, and we appreciate them so very much. We're going to talk about Mavs some more, too, as we move throughout the show. But, Faith, we're going to start with something that's not really necessarily Auburn-related, but I think impacts college football. I was on Gary Harris's show in Tuscaloosa about an hour ago, as I am every Friday, and he said, I've just got to ask you about the Brendan Sorsby situation. And Faith, you and I have a lot of conversations on rides all throughout the state. And one thing that I think you and I agree on, and a lot of people agree on now, is that we've become so lenient in society on things when people make mistakes and they break rules and they break laws. It seems like the people that are supposed to enforce the rules and laws look for reasons not to punish rather than to go, hey, look, man, you knew what you were doing, you did it, and now you got to suffer the consequences. The fact that they're even trying to say that Brendan Sorsby should play college football anymore, like 5 years ago, Faith, that would have been the death knell. If you'd have been caught gambling on anything and playing a sport in college, you would have been ousted. It would have been, judge, jury, right there on the spot. Now it's kind of like, well, did he break a threshold? Was he a little bit too much over? It's not that big a deal. He only gambled on strikes and ball. Why do we keep making excuses for why people screw up? I mean, he did this on his own accord. He's making plenty of money in college with NIL, but then he goes out here and gambles, and now everybody's trying to make excuses for why he did it.
Well, you think about the fact that nowadays, like you said in the first part, that there's no repercussions or consequences for anyone's actions at this point. And that right there is telling you enough about society, but also what kind of people you're raising at this point, where there's always some way to get around something. And, that's just really disappointing because without repercussions and consequences, you don't learn anything if you're just grazed over.
We were just having that conversation literally about something else, I think last week, where we said, why do people take chances? And when they get caught, because they know there's no punishment. And the punishment's so light, it's worth the risk for them to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're teaching now. That's what we're sending the message of with Brendan Sorsby. Look, if this would have been an Auburn guy, I don't care who it would have been. Like, I don't have any and I have no tie to Texas Tech. I have no tie to Cincinnati, where he came from. I don't have a bias toward them. If it were Alabama, people would be like, oh, well, that's an Auburn show. Like, I have no qualms with Brendan Swordsby. I have a qualm with the fact that he's probably the highest paid guy coming out of the portal,
Right.
and he's got a gambling problem. And everybody's trying to go, well, just let him play one more year. It's okay.
No, and the fact that people are trying to justify it or trying to, just wipe right over it. This month, or April, the NCAA ruled 2 former Fordham basketball players permanently ineligible in their role as in an alleged point shaving scheme. So if you're not going to be consistent throughout,
right?
Because Fordham's a smaller school and a smaller name than Brendan Swordsby himself, but also Texas Tech. And if you're not going to be consistent with the punishment, or you're going to let somebody that has maybe more potential or more skill, you don't want to ruin their career. He ruined it for himself. That's not them ruining his career because they decided.
Because they imposed the punishment?
Yeah.
They ruined his career?
Yeah, he did it himself. He clearly has a problem if he's going somewhere to get help for it. Hopefully he can figure that out.
I'm not going to go into detail on this example, but you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like certain people doing things on the internet, and then they mature and get older down the line and realize, oh, that was probably a mistake. I need all that wiped away.
Yeah.
No, it don't work like that. Like, when you make those voluntary choices to do those things, guess what?
You're gonna be on the
there's repercussions behind that.
Right.
You took the money, so, deal with the problems. And that's what Brendan Swordsby. Look, I'm not coming on here to alienate Brendan Swordsby. Do I think he's the only one in college football or any college sport that is gambling on whatever? Like, we have so many apps and so many things, and gambling is at all of our fingertips all the time. It's so easy to do. And I think now that's what society's become, Faith. It's like, well, everybody's doing it, so what's the big deal?
Well,
I mean,
this is what CBS says. If Swordsby had only gambled on professional sports, it likely would have come with a loss of 30%, 3 or 4 of his 2026 season. But gambling on college sports, specifically betting on your own team, can warrant the permanent loss of eligibility. And back in 2022, he reportedly bet on his own team, Indiana, when he was a freshman there, and placed thousands of sports bets in recent years for nominal amounts.
It's kind of going back to that, and I don't want to dive into all this stuff and who should be banned from baseball. I think Pete Rose did. I think Pete Rose, at the end of the day, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And a lot of people go, well, man, he bet on his own team, so you don't think he wants to win? He's trying to – it's not about did you bet against your team, which would have been worse. But it's not about either one of those. It's about the fact that you wagered money on a sport and tried to have an influence on it.
Well, I think it's the fact that you are specifically told that you're not allowed to do this, and you do it anyway.
And you do it anyway. And
that's what it all comes down to. It's like when you're a kid. You have to get punished as a child so that you learn that there are repercussions when you stick your hand in the cookie jar and you're not allowed to.
Hey,
you get in trouble.
Well, I think, and I said it on Gary's show this morning, that we're watching that happen in society right now with laws. I mean, whether you agree or disagree that everybody needs to be smoking pot out here, like, it's everywhere you go. I'm sorry, it's just not some epiphany. Like, everywhere I drive, I smell pot. And it's like, I used to never smell it. And you know why? You smell it everywhere because there aren't any consequences to it. Yeah. People just get their hand slapped, and, believe it or not, it's still illegal. I know that's a really kind of groundbreaking to some of you out there, but society has encouraged people that, hey, look, if you do it, everybody's doing it, and I ain't got time to fool with it. And I think that's the way this gambling thing is looked at now. But there's no part of me that doesn't believe that a lot of sports fans, a lot of you that watch, already think there's fixes that are put in the NFL. There's so many conspiracy theories against the NFL right now. We could spend 4 or 5 hours on it. Yeah. College basketball, we've seen people point shave. I sent you a text last night. New York was beating Atlanta by 50 points in the second quarter. I'm like, there's no way an NBA team can only have scored 22 points in a quarter and a half. Like, you're in the playoff, you're at a 3-2. Like, I don't care how bad you're playing. You shouldn't be down 50. So things like that trigger things in people's mind and going, you know what? That's real fishy. And you and I had conversations throughout college basketball season where certain guys averaged 18 to 20 points a game. All of a sudden, he'd have a 3-point game. I'm not saying that you don't have a bad game here and there, but it would just come at sporadic times, and you're like, is he trying to lose? Like, did he really just throw the ball out of bounds to nobody? I mean, I'm not saying that people are intentionally trying to do that, but all of this that's going on, Faith, creates doubt in people's minds.
It absolutely does, and you can't blame yourself for sitting there thinking, are they trying to throw this game? You're definitely a better team than this. Or because that is the topic of conversation everywhere. And it is a real thing that, again, people are not getting in trouble for or taking accountability. So there's just a lot of open-ended sentences and open-ended, I feel like, cases.
Well, there's another proposed rule that we'll talk about here in just a minute. Whereas if you get a player from another team, you've got to prove that you didn't tamper to get that player. Like, immediately when that player transfers, you have to prove to the NCAA that you did not have any type of tampering at all throughout that process of that player coming. If you do, it's almost like they're saying you're guilty. You got to prove yourself innocent. In society, it's you're innocent until proven guilty. The NCAA said, no, if he transfers to your school, you're guilty. Now prove your innocence. Prove to me that you didn't. Now, a lot of you out there may disagree with that. And will I think it will actually pass and be enforced? Probably not. But it's almost the way you have to approach things now.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting take that.
And we'll read the rule off here in a minute. It's just wild. I couldn't believe it when I read it.
I do think it's interesting. So we'll talk about it when we come back.
It may be a little bit extreme. I mean, it really may be on that side, but I think the NCAA is in such a fight or flight mode right now. They're trying to do everything they can to try to reel in what college athletics has become, and it's become a circus. Is what it's become.
It has, and it's become a nightmare.
I mean, it's lawsuit after lawsuit. So, I mean, all right, we are at Mav Seafood Market here on Highway 34 in Dayville, technically, but it's right up the road from Stillwaters, and everybody knows where this is in this area of Central Alabama. And when you talk about fresh seafood, I've got the chart here. I'm going to read off all the things that they have this weekend for you to come and get. And again, they do catering events. They do all types of stuff. You need to check out Mav Seafood Market, and we're glad to be back here. We're going to be having some nice food here in just a minute ourselves. So, all right, we're going to take a break. Stay tuned. More of the Auburn Blitz coming up right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of Chevys, from Silverado trucks, Tahoe, Suburban, and Traverse SUVs. Every model side by side for comparison. Plus, we always have a fresh selection of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready to roll with huge discounts. Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. 45 minutes left on the show today. We are live at Mav's Seafood Market here, and I mean, we can smell it back here. I mean, just it's all good. And I mean, where else can you go anywhere in this area and get seafood of this quality? Like, you can see right above my head, quality seafood. This is not some frozen, just been sitting back there for 2 weeks. All of this is shipped in by Thursday, Friday, every single week, Faith.
Yeah, and that's what Brent was telling us the very first time before we even partnered with him, how fresh everything is and how important it is to him and the customers that you're getting the best quality, the freshest seafood that you can find. And because we're not near the coast, he has it shipped in right before they open up so that you're getting the best quality.
Yeah, the shrimp, $16 a pound, both the brown and the white. Of course, he's got the Royal Reds with the head on for $18 a pound. And then the fresh fish menu this week, snapper, grouper, ahi tuna. I just went in there and looked at those tuna steaks, and they are unbelievable. They got flounder, and they've got oyster bushels, 40-pound box, oyster pints, which are already shucked. They've got your lump crab meat that's fresh. The tuna dip with, I mean, this stuff's so good, man. Like, all of it is unbelievable. You need to come check out Mav's Seafood Market. It is phenomenal. Mitch, I saw you with your comment this morning, too. I appreciate it. I'll never live it down. I'll never say that state again.
My parents, I called my mom, and she was like, "Oh, you're obviously not live this morning." And I was like, "No," and they were giggling. And I was like, "What you laughing at?" And she was like, "Oh, we just got to the Massachusetts part."
I swear, I'm here for everybody's entertainment, apparently. But anyway, we were talking about the quarterback that Auburn's in on. And I did find that his name is pronounced Bork. So
Okay.
it is correct.
So he's not French like I
No, you were trying to make him Borquet.
Borquet.
And so, but that's fine. It's kind of spelled that way, but it is Bork. Yeah, I did in my hurriedness of talking yesterday.
So did you hear that you
called? I heard it. Yeah, because I went back. I wanted to make sure I didn't. I said it. So I made up some state. I don't know. Not Massachusetts. Massachusetts is what I said. So, hey, y'all just crucify me, okay? I screwed up. What can I say? Going back to what we were talking about with the integrity of athletics, I think it's already been damaged, Faith. I hate to say it. I think the integrity of a lot of sports, and when I say integrity, all it takes is doubt being put into people's minds to think, oh, there's a lot of nefarious things going on.
Well, if you're already having to look at schools like they've done tampering in
Right.
order to figure out whether they have or not, that's putting doubt on the teams. It's putting doubt in just how ethical everything has been done up to this point.
Right.
And that's where there looks to be a gray area.
How many times have me and you looked at each other over the last year and said, and this is not about Auburn, this is about any sporting event. This is, how many times we look, man, something's off there. I mean, it's almost every week. Seriously. Whether it be a pro game, a college game, even a high school game. Like, it's bad that you have to say that, but it is the society we live in now.
Look at it. You have referees that got their jobs taken from the Georgia game because.
I mean, however anybody, and we had a lot of people that, we know some people that were like, man, that guy's never done. And I'm like, but they were like, but.
That makes you look at the integrity.
For him to be fired because of that and to be told, like, that guy was a veteran, like, had done it for God knows how many years. Been looking at that skinny dude referee games forever.
But that makes you look at the integrity of every game that he's ever called.
And there were other calls in that game. And I hate to bring this up, and Auburn lost the game, but that timeout crap. Speaking of your guy Kirby over here, Mr. Integrity over here. I didn't call timeout. Like, it's that kind of stuff where you go, I don't really need that guy to tell me anything about integrity.
No.
I don't need him to step up to the mic and say anything because that whole game is a microcosm, kind of, whether anything nefarious went on or not. It sure did paint the picture that something was nefarious.
There's no question about it.
And so, I mean, again, there's a lot of different things that you can dive into and all. We're not spending the whole show on this, but I did want to say that it's going to be interesting to follow this ruling. It's going to be interesting to see what is going on with this by the time this is all said and done.
What do you think the timeline is on it in outcome?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think sooner than later, but I think they're going to try.
Is that real?
I don't know. Ed, is that a joke? Or, I mean, I don't even know what's real or not anymore, like when stuff comes across. But
can we fact check that?
If that's the case, then just fold everything up.
Oh, my God.
Like literally at the table, fold them. I fold. I'm pushing my cards in. I fold. So, all right, we're going to take a break. We're on location here at Mav's Seafood Market on Highway 34, and you need to come down and get your seafood. That's facts, okay? That's stupid. So we'll talk more about that when we get back. Man, I tell you, I just mind blowing.
All right, we're going to have to look that up.
We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensi Green.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Join the 43rd Alabama State Games, June 12th through 14th, 2026. Compete in Olympic-style events and support Alabama youth sports. Discover the power of sports. Registration opens March 1st at alagames.com.
Everyone to the Auburn Blitz halfway through our show here. We're live on location at Mav Seafood Market. Faith and I have moved underneath the porch here on the front of the building. It's raining a little bit, not much. I mean, just enough. We just didn't, water and computers don't work out too well. So we moved underneath. And so, again, we appreciate all of you that tune us in each and every day here on Auburn Blitz. Halfway through our program means it's time for
Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Pepper Tree has some really awesome deals that are coming up this month, not only for Mother's Day, but also just, throughout May. But today they have Uncorked Comedy Night. And then today and tomorrow, they have date night for 2, 8-ounce filet or 8-ounce grilled blackened salmon, 2 twice-baked potatoes, 2 garden salads, and 2 rolls. And then they have their Mother's Day weekend special that's coming up next weekend. So you'll have to stay tuned for the show next week.
Mother's Day, everybody. Mother's Day. Very important out there. Take care of your moms. They took care of you. So make sure you take care of your mothers out there. So, all right, we'll move away from the gambling thing. I don't want to turn into the whole – so we got a lot of Auburn stuff to talk about. Coach Golish is on the speaking tour, and we kind of talked about it this morning a little bit. Really love what he's having to say right now. Love that, he's placing an importance on, hey, we got to build. We got a lot of work to do in the next 14 weeks to get to where we need to be. He was very pleased with the progress of spring, but he knows that there's still the bonding, the chemistry part that's got to come together for them to be a competitive football team. I think he's just prefacing. I don't think he's making excuses. I think he's just telling everybody, like, we got a good team, but we got to do a lot of other things in the offseason, the player-led things for Auburn to get better.
Well, yeah, when you hear that there hasn't been really a leader throughout spring, and just now hearing that Byron Brown is really considered to be the leader on the team at this given time, that you want to have a lot of different conversations that are happening between different groups of guys, not just specific, one position group hanging out together, so that you can really see who that leader is, who's taking the big steps when they don't necessarily have to, but they want to, in order to get the team to where Alex Golish has the expectations to go.
Recruiting's trending in the right direction. Big Cat Weekend coming up May 16th. So, look, that we explained that the other day, that used to be at the end of July because the dead period was, all of August. Now all of July is dead period. So they're getting on the front side of the OVs. And so all these official visits that we'll break down and tell everybody about as we move into those, they start in a few weeks. This is an exclusive group. Like, Big Cat Weekend is a massive deal because you bring in 30 to 40 of the top players, not only in the 27 class, but you're bringing in guys, 28 class, and probably even the 29. Like, it's not uncommon to bring in some guys, 2 or 3 that far along. It's an exclusive invitation. And I know there's going to be people out there that go, well, I'm good enough to be invited. And yes, but you got to have a cutoff to at least have it where you feel like there's a personal touch with all of those guys. So that's about the most that you can have. But if you get invited, it sends a message, and it sends a message to those guys from Auburn. It's like, we want all of you, like all 40 of you, to be in an Auburn uniform. And it's not uncommon for, at the end of the week, to have 2 or 3 guys make a commitment after that weekend.
Yeah, and this is going back to that more traditional Big Cat Weekend with different events and fun, silly things to do, to just be able to get to know each other a little bit better, see who you're going to be surrounded with in your potential recruiting class, that kind of thing. Whereas last year was not traditional, and
there's a lot of things that weren't traditional last year.
Yeah, but
not just Big Cat Weekend.
But this has been something that Alex Golish and the staff has been working on since he's gotten to Auburn, which is why it's able to be on the front side of the dead period rather than the back end, or not at all.
Gary asked me on the show this morning, he said, well, Alex Golish made an appearance at Regions. He does not play golf. He said, I think a lot of Auburn fans are happy that he doesn't play golf. I told him, I said, if Alex Golish is distracted, it won't be by golf. He said, well, what about you taking him fishing and hunting down there? I said, look, I'm not going to contribute to any delinquency or any distraction toward Coach Golish. I'm pulling for him to keep doing what he's doing and paying attention to the football program. But we kind of got a laugh out of it this morning. But it's the truth. Like, he said, like, this is what I do. This is my life. Doesn't mean that I don't enjoy things, but I'm not consumed with playing golf. I'm not consumed with doing anything else other than trying to make Auburn football the best program it possibly can be.
Absolutely. And
well, I'm just hoping they're not coming to get any of us. It's actually a fire truck anyway. But I really do appreciate his integrity and his honesty and his basically unfiltered self every time he's in front of the media.
Well, he understands that his full-time job is to be a head coach of a college football team, and that doesn't leave you with very much time to go and have hobbies. And
it shouldn't.
He clearly is willing to sacrifice his own, hobby, happiness, I guess, or had to sacrifice a lot for his family. His family's had to sacrifice a lot for him. So if he was just going and boo-hooing around to have fun after picking up his family's life from South Florida to move here, that would not only be fair to his family, or to Auburn people or to himself or the guys. That's the difference in this leader as a head coach.
I got so much I could say about all that, but I'm not because it's just what a doopy. I mean, I don't really understand any other way to say it. I mean, it was a straight, you got duped. And it was, you're an SEC football coach and you're spending so much time away from the building during the season now on a golf course. Like, at what point in time did any of that register with anybody and think that was okay? I mean, you got coaches staying in their office and sleeping on the couch, and there ain't but 24 hours in a day, and they're hoping for 30 hours in a day because they can't get all the work in. And our coach, he got plenty of time to go out and do whatever outside of doing what he's supposed to be doing.
No,
so anyway,
I'll just put this on so-and-so.
Yeah, whatever.
This will be their problem.
Whatever. So, all right, we're going to take a break here. We're live on location at Mav's Seafood Market, Highway 34 here in Dayville, like right up from Stillwater's, the freshest seafood in Central Alabama. People have been coming in and out the entire time we've been here because you know what? They're smart people. They know where to come get really, really good fresh seafood. And if you want to be added to the smart list, you'll come over to Mav Seafood and you'll take advantage of all the fresh fish, shrimp, crawfish, all of that stuff. They've got one sack of 30 pounds of crawfish left that's not accounted for the rest of the weekend. So if you're thinking about you're just going to mosey on down to Mav's and pick up some crawfish, you ain't going to do it. Get your pre-orders in every single week. Make sure you do that. Encourage that. We'll give Brent's phone number out when we come back.
Yeah.
All right, stay tuned. More of the Auburn Blitz coming up right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
Big wins all year long. Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air once again is giving away concert tickets, race tickets, highly coveted prizes, and more. Want in? Follow Dixie on Facebook to see how to play along.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Auburn Blitz, 2 segments left in our show here on this Friday. And again, how good is this smelling back here?
I'm getting hungry the more I smell it.
It is.
I know who keeps smelling it down there.
Yeah, she's on point back there for sure. But we're at Mav Seafood Market. Hey, look, want to give out Brent's phone number for everybody because let me tell you, he said, call me anytime to get your pre-orders in. They open on Thursdays every week, Thursday through Sunday. You need to get your orders in.
You can do it before Thursday, yeah.
That's when you need to be calling. You
Yeah.
need to be calling Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday so he can get everything shipped in a timely manner. But Brent's phone number.
334-312-2872. So make sure you get your pre-orders in and make sure you call him so you don't just show up wanting a bag of crawfish or whatever it is.
So, again, he wants it to all be fresh, but he also doesn't want to have 40 bags of crawfish over here. And
I think little Mav could go through that all himself, though.
He could. He's a machine.
Yeah.
Wouldn't go to waste for sure. But anyway, love being here at Mavs. Appreciate Glenda Mitchell, her entire team at the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. Cannot do this show or anything Auburn Blitz without the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm, and we're glad that she's on our side.
Absolutely.
Sure. You need to be on her side. You need to call her if you have any issues with your insurance company or anything. If anybody in your family's in a traffic accident, we hope none of you are, but if you are, you need to have her on speed dial. All right. Baseball, huge series coming up tonight. Texas A&M, Auburn. I went through the stats with Gary this morning. Auburn's got 6 guys now hitting over 300. Bub is hitting 299 on the season. So really basically 7 guys at the 300-plus mark. I just, the Bats woke up a few series ago, and they're going to need to continue to do that. Was that the shimmy over there?
Yeah.
That's like, okay, I was just making sure. The Bats woke up, and seems like Auburn's hitting the stride that they hit last year. hit that slump a few weeks ago, unfortunately, at the worst place that you could hit it in Tuscaloosa. And then you get that game under your belt against Georgia Tech where you get your doors blown off. And then you kind of regroup and you beat Arkansas. And then you kind of had that momentum since, and it was a big series win against Florida. And then you followed it up with a big series win at home against Oklahoma. Now you got to go on the road to two very tough places. You go to Bluebell Park this weekend, take on Texas A&M, who's in second right now in the league. They're having a very good season. They have a lot on the line. And then you got a trip to Mississippi State right after that before you come home to take on Georgia, who happens to be the number 1 team in the league. So not sure you can find a more brutal finish to a season, but I think Auburn's up to it. Again, I told you I think tonight really is huge for Auburn to have a chance to win this series. Can they lose tonight and win 2? Yeah, they can, but it's probably not going to happen on the road at a place like that. At that point in time, you're just hoping to split one of the last 2. If you get the win tonight, really puts you in a good position to win the series.
Absolutely, and it makes it a lot easier to stay on top than dig yourself out of a hole if you were to lose tonight. And again, the momentum of this team really has shown its resilience and how they can bounce back. But a road loss right out the gate for this series would be pretty devastating. So it's going to be an interesting night. It's a 7 p.m. first pitch. So
yeah, and it's a raucous crowd out there. Everybody knows, like, Auburn practiced with that over the loudspeaker this week at Plainsman Park with the ball 6 thing, ball 7, ball 8. You know, they really try to get in your head. And what is it with Texas A&M and all the quirky little chants and stuff over there? I mean,
do they have cannons there in the baseball?
They'll probably roll one out there and fire it off anyway, just for the heck of it. I mean, I did feel bad. Like, back-to-back road trips to A&M and Oklahoma, you had more guns going off than the Revolutionary War. It's like literally, I'm like, I think there was a fight between A&M and Oklahoma shooting cannons at each other.
That's what it felt like. And still, I'm going to get my earplugs for this season.
You're still jumpy from those 2 weeks.
My ears have never recovered. My eardrums probably are. I don't know what happens when they become so sensitive, but whatever it is, that's
I remember in Oklahoma,
ears.
like, I was up on Mount Everest, by the way, in that press box, and I looked down and, you know, I knew where you were sitting, and Oklahoma scored, and literally that guy, he was literally behind you when he shot that gun, and I was like, well, she can't hear anything anymore now, so that was it.
But my ears just hurt so bad. We get in the car, and I'm like,
between Baylor, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma, I
was like, please just turn the volume down because I cannot. My ears hurt so bad. Whatever you do, don't yell. You have a very loud voice. Please just, I need volume down.
I just
the silent car rides were a real thing.
I can't think about Baylor without laughing about Jason.
He was ready to find the cord and unplug it.
I thought he was going over there to unplug it at one point.
Oh, I did too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's the loudest crap I've ever heard in my life. Like, because they couldn't have.
It's so irritating.
The stadium was not that loud, people-wise, so they pumped in the band. They put the band on speakers.
And Jason was like, you can't do this. And they're doing it while they're lined up on the line of scrimmage, and that is also...
They literally were doing it while they were snapping the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not just lining up. It was like literally as we were snapping the ball, they were still blaring all that. No, it was crazy. But anyway, hey, we're up against our final break here for TV. We're live on location at Mav Seafood Market on Highway 34 in Stillwater, like the Stillwaters area. This area, it's very convenient for everybody. Like, if you're coming from Auburn, we just had some people right here watching stop by, and they swung in, say hey to us, love them to death.
Thank you.
And guess what? It was easy for them. It was nothing for them to come off 280 and get here. So, look, go check out Mav Seafood Market, and they're open Thursday through Sunday every single week. Get your pre-orders in. They'll take care of you. All right, we're up against the final break. Stay tuned. One final segment coming up right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, We provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Auburn Blitz, final segment here, live on location at Maff Seafood Market. Again, I just read off for so many of you out there that are watching on YouTube and Facebook, all these great prices. I will do it again for all of you on TV as you're watching, because we know there's a lot of you in this area. So on the fresh side of things, they got the Gulf brown and white shrimp, $16 a pound. And when you see them, man, they're huge. Really, really nice size shrimp. Snapper grouper, tuna, flounder, fillets, all fresh. Oyster bushels, 40-pound boxes. Then they got the pints as well. all this stuff, great pricing. On the frozen side, they've got alligator meat, they got crawfish tails, they got the snow crab legs and the Dungeness crab legs, and they got the Royal Reds. And it's like I told everybody on the social media side, if somebody tells you they got Royal Reds, they're always going to be frozen because they have to be flash frozen right on the boat when they're caught out of the ocean. So there is no, it's not done like the other brown and white shrimp. So got to kind of be careful with what people say they're doing and what they're selling you. You're going to get the real thing here. And we didn't even mention the crawfish. Crawfish here, this is the ultimate place to go and get your crawfish here in Central Alabama. So go check them out. Get your pre-orders in. Call Mavs. They do catering. They do all these parties, but you got to plan ahead because they deal with fresh stuff. So don't get mad when you pull up and they're sold out of stuff. You didn't plan ahead.
Because they will be sold out. That's how popular they are.
Absolutely. So, and you and I are about to partake in some really good food over here in just a little bit. All right, to kind of close things out here on the show with a few more minutes. Faith, I think when you look at it from the basketball side of things, we've talked a little bit about everything on this show today, but the basketball side, unfortunately, now this could be good for Auburn in a way. I hope it is. But Dwayne Aristode from Arizona, who Auburn was high on, and it was really down to Auburn and Oregon, maybe one other, has committed to Oregon as we came on the air. So what does that mean? Means maybe we're closing in on Mantis and getting him secured. I believe those two have the same agent, so they're not going to push them to the same place. So that means that with Aristode going to Oregon, possibly Mantis ends up at Auburn. And I know he's been the priority since day one.
Yeah.
And they've been going through some hurdles with the, overseas stuff and all. But if Auburn can land him, massive addition to this roster.
And Auburn puts itself in a pretty good situation going into, the rest of this offseason. But again, I don't know how many times we can say the things that happen in the offseason are what boosts Coach Pearl's
his stock and what he is as a coach. I mean, you can't really judge anything that was done this past year and hold him accountable, good or bad. I think he inherited what he did. I think he made a good decision in playing in NIT. They ended on a 5-game winning streak rather than ending on a loss against Tennessee and finishing the season 17-16. I think the momentum carried over to Todd and KO staying and getting some other guys to commit. So, look, I think the right decisions were made, but this will be his team. Everything top to bottom, the coaches, the players, the decisions, it'll be all Stephen Pearl. This will be a better analysis of who he is as a coach this year.
Absolutely. And this gives also a better understanding for him going into the season. He talked about how many obstacles he had to go through and how he had to learn things becoming a head coach because it is so different. And, being a defensive-minded guy, he really struggled on the defensive side with his guys this year. So hopefully he can go back to finding his footing and prioritizing the defense again, and also letting some of the other coaches take on some of their responsibilities too. So, and the timeout situation too that he spoke on.
Hey, he was upfront and honest. He said, look, I had to learn a lot in this seat as we moved on. He said, down to things as basic as, hey, when to and when not to call timeouts. And I mean, how many times were we up there going, why did he let that go 2 or 3 minutes too long? And again, you got to remember now, all the naysayers out there go, hey, that's why you don't hire a first-time head coach in a program like Auburn. But it was a little bit different. I will say that. And that year's under his belt. He did win 22 games, whether you want to say it was kind of inflated by playing in the NIT or not, but he won 22 games. You turn the page, and you see what you do this year. I mean, this is his team.
No matter who you hired, I don't think you would have had a national championship team by any means. Oh, no. But you would be disappointed, I think, either way.
And I think he said it. He said their goal was to make the NCAA tournament, and they fell short of it. So that, from that standpoint, was a disappointment. So, and I think he's fair in saying that. All right, to close out here, we're live on location at Mav Seafood Market. Again, make plans, pre-order your food, your crawfish, your shrimp, for all your bulls and all. Make sure you call Brent, and I'll give out the number one more time, or I'll let Faith give out the number one more time, rather.
334-312-2872.
Maybe I'll read the number next time.
Yeah, I'm too dyslexic for that.
All right, 334-312-2872 for your orders here at Mav Seafood Market. We appreciate them so very much. And again, we're about to partake in some really, really good food. Appreciate Glenda Mitchell Law Firm, J. Smith Construction, and
Scentsy Green for air that's cool and clean.
Y'all have a wonderful, great weekend. Be safe out there. For Faith Richardson, I'm Britt Pritchard saying we've enjoyed it. We hope you have. See you Monday for more of the Auburn Blitz.